this is, oh, good afternoon. This is Hank, and this is also
Krista.
Krista Riza and Hank. We're getting together today and we're going to do a guided visualization. And so I'm going to induce Krista and then we will see where she goes and what information she brings forward. Now, she and I are recent friends and we're just going to do an impromptu. We'll do a full session later, but now we just had a desire to go in and just explore a little bit. Ah, very good. And her partner is Raw. I just finished inducing him. I didn't get that on tape, but it was awesome. It was his first time,
Yeah.
and so I'm really happy about that. Okay, very good. All right, Krista. Where are you?
Uh, this is nice place.
Very nice.
It's very nice place.
What are you standing on?
The floor. This marble floor.
Oh, it's marble. And what about your feet? What are you wearing?
Just, I don't know what it's called in English. They're like little slippers.
Oh, very nice.
They're so little though. They're like magnets.
Excellent. And what are you wearing?
Just the garments for the Great Hall.
Oh, very good. And can you hold your hands up in front of you? And what color is your skin?
It's just green.
Oh, beautiful. And then how many fingers do you have?
7 each.
7 each?
Yeah.
Oh, very nice. And I'd like you to touch your face.
This is fluffy.
Oh,
It's very
beautiful.
fluffy.
Beautiful. If you look behind you, there's actually some type of mirror reflection. You can actually see your entire self. Could you turn and tell me what your whole personage looks like?
um. Uh, Whoa. It's very hard to explain. I have trouble seeing the whole image.
Oh, very good. That's okay. And just tell me, where are you at? Where did you say you were?
The Great Hall.
Ah, a great hall. And I want you to look at the marble floor ahead of you, in front of you.
Yes.
Turn back around and just follow it along, follow your eyes along the floor and describe everything ahead in front of you.
Well, the first thing I see is the dome as I landed. This where the people come through, and this place is important for the planet Earth.
Could you repeat that again?
It's a very important place for planet Earth. This place, where
For
I'm at.
very good. And you say it's an important place for the planet Earth. Is that correct?
Uh-huh.
All right. And what do the people that were coming out, what do they look like? How are they?
Beautiful. I love these people. They're so wonderful.
How tall are they, or how short, or are they all the same?
No,
Can you
they're
tell me
they're
any?
there's green and blue and red and light frequencies.
Ah, very nice. So let's go ahead and go forward. Is there some type of entrance into this domed place?
Yeah.
And what about the is the doorway, is it arched?
Yes.
Ah, very good. And how tall is it?
Very tall. 25 feet.
Oh, good. I can see that. Are any of the entities that tall?
Yes. No, not 25 feet. No.
Okay, very good. And let's just go ahead. Someone is going to greet you after you walk through the main entrance. And just tell me who comes forward to greet you.
The head counselor.
Ah, very good.
He's
And
very, very kind.
very good. You say he's very kind?
Yes.
Ah, good. And just as you're there, before you go any further, could you describe this one then, please?
Who?
The one that greeted you.
Very warm hands.
Ah, beautiful.
Mm.
And does he have a physical form or is he more of a light entity?
He has the ability to change form.
Oh, very good. If you just ask him, say, could you take a form uh, that I could just describe?
Yes, I can.
Oh, very good.
He will change form for you.
Oh, good.
Do you
And
want to know his name?
yes, please.
Chufard Elohim.
Ah, very good. And before he takes you with the rest of the council, ask him what is the name of this council?
Drawers, joined connections at the, uh, one moment. Joined planets frequency, so it is, drains,
And just take a long, slow, deep breath and stay with me
this
and
place is
slowly
called the
release.
council headquarters.
Ah, very, very good. Very good. And the form that this entity has taken, what form does he hold now?
Golden hair,
Beautiful.
cat's face, lion face.
Excellent. And ask the form or ask him, I can't pronounce his name or its name. Does he know what you are doing with Hank?
So,
Just listen to whatever he says, whatever the entity that greeted you. Ask them literally point blank. Does he know what you and Hank are doing?
um,
Very good. What does he say?
I'm very feeling very inferior to him.
That's okay. If they come and they allow you, they greet you. He greeted you warmly, did he not?
Yes,
Answer me. And he took your hand, did he not?
not yet.
Okay. And you said, but did he offer his hand to you?
Yes, I'm very shy about it though. I don't feel comfortable because I'm not at his level.
Well, we're all one in the end. And I want you to be brave, and you're totally protected and safe. And I want you to take a long, slow, deep breath, and I want you to feel his love and his acceptance of you. Because this place is filled with love and acceptance. Much nicer, huh?
Yes, he's a funny lion type of person.
Oh, very good. And I think if you take his hand, he will really raise your vibration. So by the time you meet the rest of the council, you'll have no problem whatsoever understanding and accepting your where you are and what you're doing. And go ahead and take his hand.
Whatever he's doing, I'm now turning into a different form.
Very good. Go ahead and just
When
transform.
my entire form is changed and it is blue now.
Excellent.
I have women's hands, about 5 fingers.
Excellent.
It is some kind of experiment. He's the change. I cannot explain it in English. It is a change in form that is demonstrating to the people how his abilities work.
Oh, very good. And let's go ahead and have him enter the council. Or are you already in front of the council?
We are.
And what type of arrangement are you in? Where are they at compared to where you are?
We're on the standing platform. The light from the top, but it's not on us. The people are on both sides, more on the right, because on the left there are windows.
Beautiful. Can you see out those windows?
Yes, I can. It is a globe-shaped building high in the sky that you have to have ability to get there. Yes.
Excellent. Excellent. And then on and what do are these council members in the bleachers or in these seats?
Yes, many, many, many beings of them are there.
And you said earlier this was you call the name of this place. Could you repeat that again?
The headquarters for the councils.
Headquarters for the councils. And I'd like you to address, so he was actually making a presentation with you then, is that correct?
Yes.
Very good. Now I want you to ask him, what is the reason behind the presentation that he just did? And because you just arrived there.
He's observing the dynamics of behind your Earth is this green planet that is multidimensional, and you have to change your form to get to that planet.
Very good.
So I have to allow for changing to happen. I have to change form to get to the green planet.
And so you changed from the entity with the 7 fingers to a blue entity, female entity, and now you must change again, or are you complete in your transformation?
I'm very close to completing it.
Very good. And just allow it to happen. Are you fine with the transformation?
Yes, I like this.
Very good. You're totally safe and protected. And while you were going through the transformation, could you ask them some questions? And I want you to present that to them. May I ask questions, please?
How do I ask the question to the people?
Well, what I'd like you to do is if you to verbally ask out loud, or you can telepathically. I prefer that you ask verbally out loud because then you will get it back as such. So if you can ask, now they told you where you were, correct?
It's all me that I know that. I'm not used to communicating in front of the people.
That's okay, but this is something new, and you had a desire to have this experience, and so here we are.
Yes.
And you're totally protected, and I'm there with you. I want you, if you look back behind you, you'll see me back there. You see me?
Yes.
Do you?
Yes.
What do I look like?
You look like yourself.
Very good.
But you are levitating.
Excellent. So don't worry. I can get you back home with the 3 clicks of your heels. So you're totally safe and protected. And just go ahead and ask them, do you know what you and Hank are doing? Do they know what you and Hank are doing? Either verbally out loud or send a telepathic message. They'll respond. Well, just tell them, say, I'm bilocating from the earth right now. Any response at all?
Okay. I finished the transformation, so I have
beautiful. And once again, take a long, slow, deep breath and feel the relaxation moving through your body. What must you do?
They want to know about what is Earth like and why are there so many arguments on Earth, and I don't like to talk about the painful experiences that happens on planet Earth, but it is my job.
So you're giving a report, is this correct?
Yes, I do this very often.
Very good. And can you just give them the simple answer? Earth is in a low vibrational density right now, and it's making a transition.
I can show them under the great screen in the hall what I have understood.
Oh, very good. And go ahead and make your presentation then.
I move my hand, and that shows the letters of the light to explain to them in our language why they will know after I write it on the great screen. So I am writing it.
So, do you realize that you're actually on this console?
Yes.
And that you're actually, so I take it that one of them must, could you stop your presentation? And we want to stop the presentation just for a moment. So I can guide you through this, and we're going to take over this experience. Do you mind?
Not at all.
Oh, very good. And I'd like you to, the entity that greeted you, is he still holding your hand or standing next to you?
He is on the platform behind me.
Oh, very good. And I want you to make a presentation to them. Say, ladies, or I don't know how you would address them, say, council members.
Yes.
I am bilocating from the earth in a guided visualization session with Hank. Literally exactly what I said. Present that to them. This is not your normal arrival that you do at night every night.
They are understanding.
Ah, very good. And so you had a desire to meet some of these councils and see face to face some of the work that you do in these scenarios. So here you are, and you had a few questions, and could you please clarify a few things first before you go any further? And what is their response?
They will answer your questions, Hank.
Ah, very good. First of all, are they familiar with Hank?
Of course.
Ah, good. And when you say, of course, just for, not for my sake, but for Krista's sake, could you explain to Krista who I am and how we come to be together to do what we're doing right now?
They want you to understand that they walk with us here on Earth, and you are contacted by councils of light.
And how was I connected with Krista to bring her in this manner to them?
One of you friends for love is all that is happening. We don't understand the problems on Earth. You are helping us to understand. The friends would come to you and connect us. That is what happened.
Ah, very good. And this particular council, being the headquarters of councils, the Orion Council, Krista, is she, could you tell her to her face, is she on the Orion Council?
When she is present, she is working with Orion Council.
Ah, very good. And I was told, Hank was told in the session that he was on that council with Krista. Would that be accurate?
When he is present, he is working with the Orion Council.
Okay, understood. Very good. Okay, and so as she is now here with this particular council, does she do this quite often? Make reports back to this council, this to give them an understanding of her experiences on the planet Earth?
Well, very frequently.
Ah, very good. And what particular extra dimensional group is she connected with? Who was she before she manifested physically on the Earth plane?
When she was in the Pleiades. Yes?
Yes.
Those people are like humans. They were very beautiful, 9-dimensional, and they also were in 5 dimensions. 5th dimension, that when the that one planet on Myra planet is very close to Pleiades. That is the planet she worked with.
Ah, very good. And what was her decision to physically manifest as Krista Raisa on the planet? What was her, why did she decide to do that?
No understanding of why. It was for love.
Ah, for love. Very good. Very, very good. And in this moment right now, you know she's on the quest to really understand herself and to understand her gifts. Before I ask directly the individual things that she'd like to ascertain, could you give her any information, or will you please give her information that would be in her best interest and even in her partner's Ra, in his best interest as well? Are you familiar with Ra?
Yes.
And very good then, if you are, so could you please impart on her?
Well, you are doing work for many councils. I'm very upset with Earth, and I need to rest, but I don't know about this. There is a strange opportunity at the council for me to align people on Earth to this group in this room, but the people that are working with me on Earth have not an idea why. So I have to explain to them why they are to connect to these councils. And your group is also changing in form, Hank. When I worked in Myra, I went to Earth afterwards. The way through Earth, the way to Earth is through a star system. The way to Earth through the star system. Well, are you understanding my 9-dimensionality?
Yes, I am. I was figuring that we were coming through 11 through 7 and then down through 5 into 3 in order to do this work. But when you say my particular group of, what do, what do you mean by that, please?
The people on your planet Earth that work
Yes.
with you also with councils. It is a group of beings that you work with on this Earth, also in cosmic sense.
Is Krista one of those entities?
Yes.
Oh, very good. This is our first time, linearly speaking, connecting here in this in our lifetime.
Because you are wondering about what to do with yourselves, because you are important beings.
Oh, very good. And I'm really happy that we had an opportunity to come together today and with Ra as well. Was this meeting predestined, or was it? We know there's no accidents or mistakes, but were we supposed to come together like this to do what we're doing here today and now?
Yes.
Very good. And also the fact that there is this particular council over all of, or I don't know how many councils it's over, but many, I'm sure, that we would suggest to others in the work that we do for them to connect with this council as well.
They are supposed to remember their own councils.
Ah, understood. And so we hear of the Orion Council, the Andromeda Council, the Pleiades councils. You hear of all of these particular type of councils. So we're having to, it's in our best interest, or it would be good for us to remind others that like-minded souls that are in these councils to make an attempt to connect to them.
Yes, very important.
And then the information can be disseminated in a collective fashion. Is that correct?
For your Earth is a free will zone. They
Yes.
really need use their free will to recall their councils. Yes.
Yes. So doing these particular type of sessions that I'm doing right now and connecting Krista because she channels these the Orion councils quite often and very strongly and very beautifully and now this is her first time. Krista, I'd like you to really look at everyone and all of those who are in this particular council that have connected with her. Could you really come forward in this moment? The different beings that she's talked to, or could you please have the other Orion Council members come forward so she can literally experience them? Do you mind?
No, I don't mind.
Oh, very good. Then if you could please, who she's spoken to the most, could they come forward and she just literally look upon their energy or on their form and who comes forward first, Krista?
Well, a bunch of them are behind me. About 4 of them.
Oh, very good. Do you mind directing your turning toward them and receiving them?
I'm nervous to see them.
Uh, are you nervous because?
They will look like they will look very strange.
But that's okay. You speak to them all the time, and it is good for you to see. It helps you to become more unconditional, and it gives you an opportunity to experience your, I would almost say, magnificence in a sense, and your diversity. No fear? Do you mind seeing the first one, please, then?
I'm seeing his neck first. It has this flap and it is black skin.
Okay.
With this flaps here. It is a little bit like a scaly but soft.
And I'd like you to send unconditional love to the entire form, unconditional love to them. And as you send the unconditional love to the form, they will show their entire self. And I want you to feel them as opposed to being worried about how they look. It's okay, you see what they look like, but feel their love. Feel your connection with them. Can you see the whole form now?
Well, I love them.
Very good. Don't be afraid. You're brave. You're so brave.
He just looks like a black frog.
Is that what he looks like?
Yes.
Okay. And ask him what is his name, or what is its name?
Well, he's the soul. He's the soul behind this face.
Oh, very good. I want you to thank him for always coming through for you when you need him.
He has a big mouth, very, very big mouth.
All right, don't be prejudiced now. Just tell him.
He will have a very, very big smile.
Oh, good. Remember, not too long ago, you had 7 fingers.
That is correct.
Oh, very good. So it's okay. And He has a message, or he has a message for you. Receive the message from that big smile. What is the message?
Boundaries. That is all he says to me.
Ah, very good.
But I really love him.
And did you thank him for? Because he channels to you. He talks through you, and he brings beautiful messages to you in Ra. Do you realize that?
Yes.
Would you do me a favor? Ask him what is his name, or how does he? How do you? What would? You know, humans. We like names. If he doesn't mind, could he give you a name?
He will try his best.
Ah, very good.
Dola. It is like Dola.
Dola. Very good. And ask Dola one. You have one last question for Dola. Besides all the thanks, Dola, what is your connection? What is you and Krista's connection? What is the connection?
Genetics.
Ah, so were you ever that same form before? Had you ever taken that froggy that form before?
Something like it, yeah.
Okay, very good. All right. So that's one entity that you connected with, Dola, and maybe you said there were four. May another one please step forward?
Yes, it is an honor.
Ah, very good. And what is your name, please? Or do you have a name?
Dira.
Dira. Very good. Does Dira have a feminine energy about her?
Yes.
Ah, very good. And I want you to thank Dira for coming forward as well and communicating through you. It's very good for you to meet her. Hank says hello as well. Now, did you acknowledge her?
I'm wondering why is she using binoculars?
Just ask her point blank. Say, why are you using binoculars, Dira? She'll tell you.
She wants me to remember the binoculars.
Very good. And ask her what is her message for her. What is her message for you? Besides remembering the binoculars.
To have faith in the ascension of Earth.
Very good. And those particular binoculars, is she trying to tell you that she watches you very closely?
Yes.
And ask her, is that what they represent?
Yes.
And ask her, what is your connection with her?
Very, very, very so uncomfortable to say that.
Don't be a chicken. Remember what you're doing. Be brave. You're brave, Krista. You're one of the bravest people I know.
There's a very chemical attraction.
That's absolutely okay. So had you guys been partners before?
Yes.
Very good. And what form does she take?
Glassy face. It is very so gentle and so very clear. This has to hold together with this film that is almost transparent.
Excellent.
She is one of the multidimensional beings.
And does she channel through? Does she channel through you? Does she speak through you?
Well, yes, but she is not to take the center stage.
Ah, very good. More like a support system because of your connection.
Yes.
Ah, very good. And just send her love and tell her you'll come back. You will communicate with her again at a later time. And could the next one come forward, please?
That would be Emio.
Emil, how are you, Emil? Thank you so much for coming forward today. Krista has had a desire to meet all you guys for a long time.
He's the leader.
He's the leader?
Well, at times he's the leader because I got them confused sometimes. Sometimes he is not the leader, but he often speaks as the leader.
Ah, very good. So he speaks for everyone, for the collective of the group, correct?
Yes.
And is he the one who speaks through you a lot when you're channeling the Orion Council?
That is correct. You know him. That is how you know to ask that.
Ah, very good. And he knows Hank as well?
He knows Hank as well.
Ah, very good. I was told I was on that council. Am I on that council?
Right now, you are on that council.
Ah, because we're doing this work together. Is that correct?
Yes.
Ah, very good. And what is your message for us, please, today?
When the time is right, you have to centralize your frequency. And those people will meet you, and you have to tell them to centralize. When you are in the sessions, remind them to center themselves. That will help them.
Ah, very good. To center themselves.
Yes.
Whenever we begin the session, like the guided visualization that I did to get Krista here, should I add more centering in that session in the verbiage?
If you feel comfortable doing so, you might consider that.
Oh, very good. Of course I do. Of course, I love revamping it and trying to make it as best I can. So, but centering my clients whenever we do this, very good. Thank you for that. Is there anything else that you'd like to share with Krista in this moment of now?
Yes.
Please. And may she share what you're sharing?
Yes.
Take your time.
So many of us spoke on this through her, and she was afraid because we many were 47, and those who wanted to speak through her had to send her energy afterwards. She felt it. Then she would get angry because she can't recall. And in that recollection, she would benefit from centering herself, but also to adjust her perspective about people here in Sedona, because she is very angry with them, and she needs to tell herself that it is not her fault. She did not do anything wrong at all.
Understood. I have some ideas about that. Do you think she would gain from listening to my perspective?
Yes, very, very good. Thank you.
Excellent. I'll let her know afterwards. I just had a real desire for her to get a real idea of who I was, and not in an egotistical sense, but because that I know that I am a teacher, and that it is my job to find all of the star seeds and that are on the planet right now, that are in my vibrational frequency, to assist them with the work that they are doing. Would that be accurate?
And you are facilitating earthly additions to Earth from Cosmos.
Yes.
Very good. Everyone here is excited for you.
Thank you guys very much. I'm really happy to be with Krista and Ra today. And thank you. And you said it was a fourth entity as well. May they come forward, please?
Of course they will. Hold on. Thank you.
Very good. Who is this, Krista? How
Well,
did they look?
well, that is Emsa, my friend.
Who is it?
That is Emsa, my friend. She communicates a lot of the time.
Oh, good, good, good. How does it feel to be there and see her there?
This is so funny.
It's a confirmation, though, isn't it?
Yes.
Huge validation.
Yes.
Oh, very good. And I want you to go ahead. She has a message for you and to receive that message.
She's been explaining the science to me, and she has helped in all of my classes. She has helped me.
Excellent. And what is her message for you to share today?
To stop worrying about everything.
And to have faith in who you are and your abilities.
She says she will explain to me the recording device, and she will explain to me how the energy field expands in the subatomic level.
Is it very important for you to know and have that information?
Yes, because I need to explain it to people here on planet Earth.
Ah, very good. Excellent. And is there anything else that she has to share?
She had to arrange for the meeting when I didn't show up. She had to call me to the meeting, and I had to fall asleep very quickly, and I got very sleepy, and I left my body, and I went to the planet where they were holding these councils, and she said that I had to line first, and then I had to enter the Great Hall, and she said that I wasn't allowed in because one time I did not focus on my centering. And I said, well, if I don't focus on my centering, well, I have to go back to Earth. And she said that I will be in between the realms until I learn to center. And I learned it very quickly, and I am happy about this.
Ah, very good. And well, today Hank let her in.
She says that you were finished with your community that you worked with before, that you finished your work with that community. They would need you, but you said I am finished now, and she thinks that was a good idea to work with a new community.
Ah, my goodness, she's really paying attention. Thank you for that. I did stop working with a particular community. I had a feeling that there was some censoring going on. Was I accurate? Was my intuitive feeling, was it correct, please?
You were trusting your intuition, and you got a lot of adjustments afterwards because they were not in the same they were not in agreement with one another, and that caused you some distress.
Yes, it did.
So the people don't know that you are not interested. They think you are interested. Oh, you don't need any more of this. It is so finished. They will be okay. You are to meet new groups. They will come to you, and they are very advanced.
Oh, very good. And wow, I'm blown away right now because um, Thank you. That's all I can say is thank you very, very much for that. I know Krista probably doesn't understand, but maybe she can see what you're talking about. I won't say names, but we'll talk about it later. So I really am very happy that Krista has had an opportunity, and everyone, this particular four, are all on the Orion Council. Is that correct?
Absolutely.
So this is the first time she's actually had an opportunity to visit and see this particular council face to face. Is that correct?
Yes, that is right.
And how do you feel right now, Krista, in this moment of now, to have the opportunity to see who you've been speaking to so bravely and with so much faith?
I feel connected between my heart center and my higher center.
Oh, very good. And you also were having a problem, you say centering yourself, but also grounding yourself and being fully within your vessel and within. Could you ask them as a collective, and whichever one wants to come forward to speak to you, as to what is the best thing that you need to do in order to be grounded and centered in your work and in your vessel while doing your work to make it easier for you. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Very good. And just receive their message, please.
They have many plans for me. I will follow instructions and I will do my work here. I love my job.
Absolutely. Very good. Well, I'm just curious, what is are you and I meant to, or you and I and Rob meant to do any work together uh, besides this work that we're doing right now here together?
Let's take a minute to adjust the frequencies and we will answer you.
Oh, very good. Take your time.
You are to both work with DNA and you will become about you will become about the when you work with the DNA, you will unravel the secrets from your past, and you will notice that you are connected all, and you will see the tree of life is connecting you all, and you will also sense that those around you have to align when they are working with you to that knowing of connection. Those people, once connected, have effects on other people, and that will create a greater tree of life here on Earth, and that will be brought to the green planet, that understanding. So they will all have that remembrance, and it is a family tree.
Ah, beautiful. And this green planet behind the planet Earth, is it um, is it the planet Earth in a higher vibrational frequency bandwidth?
Yes.
Ah, very good. And is there like had there been a split, or there's just basically one is already in that higher vibrational density and the other isn't, so it seems as if it's separate, but it's still one and the same, but going through a process?
Of
Is that
of your terminology, it is in a process of construction process. They haven't worked there for a long time, and they want you to come there very soon.
I know I'm ready. I'm sure we've been there already, maybe.
You are remembering it as you ask. You are remembering deep down.
Yes.
Yes, it would be good to ask for more information about this place.
Oh, very good. Um, Actually, we're very happy to be able to connect with the Orion Council and literally see this particular group face to face. I'm very, very happy with that. And I was having a desire for Krista because we didn't really write any questions down or whatever. She trusted me enough to just lead her in and guide her through this. This is a guided visualization of mine. Is it possible that we can go to what we would consider our linear future into the fifth dimension on the green planet, on Mother Earth, on Gaia, after she's ascended fully, just for Krista to see where we're headed, and say maybe 2030 in our linear time frame. Could you escort her there, please?
We'll try to say will you try to see it with her?
Absolutely, I will try. I am there. As a matter of fact, if she looks behind her, she'll see I'm still back there levitating. Am I still behind you there?
There was a room in the new planet they would show you now. It is a room.
Very good, very good.
They would show you more, yes?
Yes, please. I'd like her to look at any of the technology, anything of interest, even if there's a window there and she could look outside and see what's going on outside. And I will be quiet while she can describe everything that she's experiencing, please. Or thank you. What's in the room, Krista? Where are you standing, first of all?
Wow, I'm very excited to see this place.
Cool, I love it. What are you standing on?
I have a watch, and it does this thing on a watch. It goes beep, and then I say something into my watch.
Oh, cool. What'd you say?
Just to my friend, hello.
Oh, so you have a phone watch, huh?
That is the name, yeah. Is that the name? I don't know. A phone watch.
Well, I'm just saying, it sounds like if you're saying hello, it's some type of communication device or whatever.
That is the phone on my hand.
Oh, cool. What else? What else is in the space in this room? What's everything made of?
It is glass.
Ah, that's what everyone says. What does the TV look like, or the monitor?
Oh, it is a glass wall, and it has. Wow, there's so much glass. I like that. It is a green city, and I love this place.
Beautiful.
It is like a regular building, but glass, just like in New York. But there's green all over.
Excellent.
They have developed plants to grow on the glass, and it is nice.
Oh, good. Can you see out the window any vehicles? Any type of vehicles?
Yeah.
Go ahead and tell me what type of vehicles you see out there.
Well, the cabs have changed.
What do they look like? The most interesting part that makes you go, wow.
The pizza cab is different.
Pizza delivery?
Yeah.
Oh my God, I love that. I love pizza. Thank goodness it makes it through the future.
We love pizza. Oh, always. I think they
Is it
would they
burning?
would put it in the pizza pocket. Oh, it keeps it hot in the car.
Is what about the vehicles? Are they wheels or are they hovering or what do the vehicles look like?
I don't understand what it is they run on. I don't understand that.
Try not to think too hard. I just want you to describe it. That's all. You can find out later. We can ask later the logistics.
I I think they run on air. Something with air.
Oh, very nice. And are they? I don't want to get put suggestions in your head, as people say, "Oh, you're leading her. You're telling her what to say." But are they flying or floating or levitating or are they on wheels?
I think the wheels are still there.
Okay.
I think so. I am not sure what is happening.
What about the room you're in? Just focus on the room then.
The room is nice. I like the tables. They fold upon themselves and to the floor sometimes.
To make room.
Yeah.
Excellent. What about the lighting? What does the lighting look like?
I think I'd rather look outside. The light is nicer outside.
Oh, very good. So just tell me anything that you see that you don't see every day in like New York or in Sedona, anything that you see. I won't make any more uh, suggestions. You just tell me.
Well, people look very just relaxed, I would say. They like
Excellent.
they like the air quality now.
Can you tell what year it is? I want you to speak into your phone and ask, what year is it?
2037.
Oh, 2037. And ask into your phone, is there a president? Do you have a president? I don't know what the political system is like. Is there a president?
No.
What did it say?
If I ask the phone, it does not compute this question. It
Oh,
goes
okay.
into the past.
Cool. Ask them who the president was in 2018.
The personality is Hillary.
Oh my. Really? Is this a alternative universe?
The past president, Hillary, 2018, was the president.
I was told in another session it was Donald Trump. I'm just curious. What are you listening to? What are they saying?
I don't like politics, so
Ah, very good. Very good. I don't know. That just sort of made my skin crawl. The thought of her being the president. But let's just go ahead and let's leave this place. Let's drift and float away from this place. Our main intention was to meet the Orion Council face to face, and that's what we did. Now I'd like you to imagine yourself back outside the dome of the building where the headquarters of the councils were, and tell me when you're there in a count of 3, 2, and 1. Are you back there?
Yes.
Ah, very good. How does it feel to have met the council, have gone into the future? I'm just asking you, how does that feel to even be where you are, looking at this beautiful building? Any words?
Well, I would like to go there. Oh,
I believe you do go there all the time. But you go when you're sleeping, don't you?
yes. How did you know that?
How did I know that? I want you to actually call forward Hank and let Hank present himself to you. And he knows a whole bunch of things that will probably surprise you. But
Hank Hank is throwing money all over the place. I don't understand that.
I want you to stop him and say, Hank, what are you doing? Just ask him, what are you doing?
Spending money at times.
But why? What am I spending on what?
Just friends.
And I want you to say, can you please come and I would like to have a conversation with you before we uh, come out of this.
Yes, you are there.
Oh, very good.
Mm-hmm.
So, Hank, just tell me who you are and what, and so just tell me who you are and what we're doing and what.
Mechanic of light.
I'm a mechanic of light.
Yeah.
Okay. And how do I know you? How do I know Krista? Have we worked together before?
Yes, many times.
And what about Ra?
He is well known.
Ah, very good. And could Ra's a higher aspect of Ra please come and join all three of us and join the two of us as well?
Yes.
And when I want you to tell me when he comes forward.
He is on this machine that he needs to show everyone.
He's always working on something, isn't he?
Yes. He has a
Okay.
big, long head.
He looks different, huh?
He looks so funny, but beautiful.
What does he look like?
The longest head I have seen in a long time.
Sort of like those ones in the Egyptian hieroglyphs?
Yes, just like them.
Aha, so is he an Anu?
Maybe. Something that looks like it. I
What?
cannot name it. It is from the central sun.
Ah, very good. And then what does Hank look like then?
Hank is glowing at times. And
Okay,
has a nice soul.
so I'd like us all to get in a circle and I want us to meld our energy. So I want you to grab both of our hands and I'd like you to take a long, slow, deep breath. And I want you to feel the energy between us. There's a message in that energy. It's a higher message, higher than you, higher than me, higher than Ra, as we are here as earthlings. And I'm being guided to do this. What is that message?
Well, the nuclear energy that was discussed earlier is contained for a reason. When there's the fire from the higher dimensions that enters the nucleus. People's magnetism increases. They have more ideas about everything.
And is that what we represent when all three of us come together in this together like this? A magnet?
Yes, it is a magnet, just like the sandals. So if you add magnets to the sandals, very nice invention there.
Is this a good thing?
Yes. 3 magnets in each sandal would be nice.
I have a feeling that Ra will probably be the one who manifests that.
Ooh, and he has to remember those poles, and he must align the magnets in the way of a geometry that he was working on before.
Oh, very good.
You and I will wear these if we see them. We would wear them, I think.
You, Hank and you, huh?
Yes.
Oh, very good. Excellent. Very good. And I'd like you to take a long, slow, deep breath. Inhale deeply. And slowly release and feel the relaxation moving through your body. We just had a desire to come in this afternoon. This is our first time meeting, and we had a desire to explore. First, Ra went in, and now Krista has just had an opportunity. And this is her very first time working with Hank. And we're very happy for this union, or reunion, so to speak. Is the doorway, is it arched?
Yes.
Oh, very good. And how tall is it?
Very tall, 25 feet.
Oh, good. I can see that. Are any of the entities that tall?
Yes. No, not 25 feet, no.
Okay, very good. And let's just go ahead. Someone is going to greet you after you walk through the main entrance. And just tell me who comes forward to greet you.
The head counselor.
Oh, very good.
He's very, very kind.
Very good. You say he's very kind?
Yes.
Ah, good. And just as you're there, before you go any further, could you describe this one then, please?
Who?
The one that greeted you.
Very warm hands.
Ah, beautiful. And does he have a physical form, or is he more of a light entity?
He has the ability to change form.
Ah, very good. If you just ask him, say, could you take a form that I could just describe?
Yes, I can.
Oh, very good.
Oh, it is called in English. They're like little slippers.
Oh, very nice.
They're so little, though. They're like magnets.
Excellent. And what are you wearing?
Just the garments for the Great Hall.
Oh, very good. And can you hold your hands up in front of you? And what color is your skin?
It's just green.
Oh, beautiful. And then how many fingers do you have?
7 each.
7 each?
Yeah.
Oh, very nice. And I'd like you to touch your face.
This is fluffy.
Oh,
It's very fluffy.
Beautiful. If you look behind you, there's actually some type of mirror reflection. You can actually see your entire self. Could you turn and tell me what your whole personage looks like?
Whoa. It's very hard to explain. have trouble seeing the whole image.
Oh, very good. That's okay. And just tell me, where are you at? Where did you say you were?
The Great Hall.
Good afternoon. This is Hank, and this is also
Krista.
Krista, Raisas, and Hank. We're getting together today and we're going to do a guided visualization. And so I'm going to induce Krista and then we will see where she goes and what information she brings forward. Now, she and I are recent friends and we're just going to do an impromptu. We'll do a full session later, but now we just had a desire to go in and just explore a little bit. Very good. And her partner is Raw. I just finished inducing him. I didn't get that on tape, but it was awesome. It was his first time, and so I'm really happy about that. Okay, very good. All right, Krista. Where are you?
This is a nice place.
Very nice.
It's very nice place.
What are you standing on?
The floor. This marble floor.
Oh, it's marble? And what about your feet? What are you wearing?
Just, I don't know. He will change form for you.
Oh, good.
Do you want to know his name?
Yes, please.
Chufard Elohim.
Oh, very good. And before he takes you with the rest of the council, ask him what is the name of this council?
Drawers, joined connections at the, one moment. Joined planets frequency, so it is drains
and just take a long, slow, deep breath and stay with me.
This place is called the council headquarters.
Oh, very, very good. Very good. And the form that this entity has taken, what form does he hold now?
Golden hair.
Beautiful.
Cat's face. Lion face.
Excellent. And ask the form, or ask him, I can't pronounce his name or its name, a great hall. And I want you to look at the marble floor ahead of you, in front of you.
Yes.
Turn back around and just follow your eyes along the floor and describe everything in front of you.
Well, the first thing I see is the dome as I landed, where the people come through, and this place is important for the planet Earth.
Could you repeat that again?
It's a very important place for planet Earth, this place, where I'm at.
Oh, very good. And you say it's an important place for the planet Earth, is that correct?
Uh-huh.
All right. And what do the people that were coming out, what do they look like? How are they?
Beautiful. I love these people. They're so wonderful.
How tall are they, or how short, or are they all the same?
No.
Can you tell me?
There's green and blue and red and light white frequencies.
Oh, very nice. So let's go ahead and go forward. Is there some type of entrance into this domed place?
Yeah.
And what about is